people catch the headlines about certain foods and nutritions, you know, sometimes they aren't always accurate. So we had executive producer Desiree Shepard. She sat down with a registered dietitian to get more facts.
Hi, Felicia.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So, I mean, first off, why is there so much flip-flop information when it comes to nutrition?
Well, the reason why it flip-flops is because science is always evolving. So something that we believe, you know, based on the information and the methods we have at one point in time may change many years down the road once we have better testing methods, better ways to analyze things, and once we have better tests that are done.
So how important is the source of the information? As a registered dietitian, nutritionist, where do you get your facts from?
Yeah, so this is really key because, you know, people don't realize that there's no big editor on the internet. So there are a lot of websites that, you know, are well-intentioned, or maybe they're selling things that they're trying to promote some information. You need to go to trusted sources. Trusted sources would be, like in the United States, PubMed.gov. That is where all the peer-reviewed scientific journals are. And then certain national publications, I think, are okay. Once you go towards blogs or Instagram, I mean, let's face it, a lot of folks are just not the experts when it comes to science, nutrition, or health. Right,
so
exactly.
What are 3 common foods that get a bad rap but are actually good for you?
Okay, let's start with eggs. In the 60s, the whole fat revolution, cholesterol revolution was going on. It was deemed that eggs were bad because they contain cholesterol and they raise your risk of getting heart disease. But here's the breaking news. All animal-sourced foods contain cholesterol, so it's not just the incredible edible egg. And then people want to not eat the yolk, and they only do egg whites. If you're just doing egg whites, you're not getting all the essential fatty acids or the good vitamins and minerals, which are in the yolk. So eat the whole egg. You can have an egg a day. You can have a few eggs a day. They're a great source of protein. They're a very inexpensive source of protein. So people think that eating healthy has to be expensive. Not so true.
Right.
So that's one. Coffee, another food that's been, you know, demonized by people because of, you know, their heart racing. It keeps them up. They're jittery. Not a problem for me. But what we do know is that there's great antioxidants in coffee. Again, have a cup or 2 a day. It's just what you put in it that might be bad, right? If you put too much cream or too much sugar in it or other of those syrups in there, that's when, you know, you just turned it into a donut. And then yogurt is another food that I love. I'm a huge fan of dairy. It's a great nutrient-rich food source. However, when you get it with all the candy on top, that's where I kind of go,
defeating the purpose a little.
It defeats the purpose. But what I wanted to talk about as well is an ingredient that is called carrageenan, which is basically red seaweed. So I brought some for you to try. We have some here.
Yes.
And basically, you give it a little taste. It's a sea vegetable. And what it does, it's a plant fiber, and it helps to hold foods together and thicken foods up. So it's in yogurt, it's in cottage cheese, it's in some shakes. Totally safe. Let's talk about ascorbic acid. I've had, I mean, dietitians, we all tell these stories about how, you know, clients will say, oh my God, there's ascorbic acid in our food. And it's like, it's citrus. It's vitamin C, folks. It is used as it's an antioxidant. So what it's doing is helping that packaged food not to go bad. But think about, you know, some people might take lemons and put that on apples to prevent browning. And we use limes a lot of times with avocado when we're making guacamole so it doesn't turn brown. Right? So again, good for you. And then finally, the last ingredient I want to talk about is palm oil. It's rich, again, in beta-carotene. We know that that's an antioxidant, and it's got something called tocotrienols in there, which is a very strong form of vitamin E. And why do we use it? It's been a natural replacement for trans fats in the food supply. It has a high smoke point, and it has a really neutral flavor profile. So it's in things like nut butters.
So where can they go for more information? Because I know you have a book.
I have a book. I have a website. I have a blog. Actually, this stuff's going to show up on my blog probably later today. It's FeliciaStoler.com. I'm on all social media as Felicia Stoler.
Okay, so follow Felicia Stoler. Thank you so much, Felicia.
Thank you. My pleasure.